You need to hear this if you're a history buff or a believer. Ancient roots, new growth. The story begins. Christianity in Africa has a long, rich history, one that stretches back through the centuries. It's not a new religion here. In fact, it has been an integral part of African culture for a very long time. In fact, it's older than many people think. The roots of Christianity in Africa run deep. The story begins long ago, even before missionaries arrived from faraway lands. It was a time when the seeds of faith were first planted. The Bible tells us that Christianity came to Africa very early on, spreading its message of hope and salvation. Remember the story of Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch? That's just one example of how the faith took root. And in North Africa, especially Egypt, Christianity flourished in the early centuries, becoming a cornerstone of the community. These early churches faced challenges, just like churches do today. They encountered obstacles and opposition, but they persevered, kept their faith, and passed it down through generations. Their resilience is a testament to their unwavering belief. The arrival of Islam in North Africa brought new changes, but Christianity found a home in the hearts of many, coexisting with new traditions. This ancient history is important to remember. It shapes our understanding of the present and guides us into the future. It tells us that Christianity is not foreign to Africa. It is woven into the very fabric of the continent. It has deep roots here, like a strong tree that has weathered many storms, standing tall and resilient through the ages. Across the sea, early missionaries come to Africa. Beginning in the 15th century, a new chapter unfolded in the story of African Christianity. European missionaries, driven by a desire to spread their faith, embarked on journeys across the sea to the shores of Africa. These early missionaries came from Portugal, Spain, France and England. Their goals were ambitious. They wanted to convert Africans to Christianity. Some believed it was their duty to civilize the continent, bringing with them their own customs and beliefs. Often these missionaries traveled alongside explorers and traders. The age of exploration had dawned, and with it came a thirst for new lands, new resources, and new souls to convert. The arrival of these missionaries marked a turning point. While Christianity had existed in Africa for centuries, the arrival of European missionaries would have a profound impact on its development and spread across the continent. A clash of cultures. Missionaries meet Africans. The encounter between European missionaries and African communities was complex. It wasn't always a smooth or peaceful interaction. Imagine two groups of people from completely different worlds trying to understand each other's beliefs and ways of life. Missionaries, with their strong faith, often saw African traditions as strange or even wrong. They preached against traditional religions and practices, sometimes urging converts to abandon their cultural heritage. Africans, on the other hand, had their own rich spiritual beliefs and practices that had been passed down for generations. They were hesitant to embrace a new faith that seemed to reject their ancestors and traditions. Despite these challenges, something remarkable happened. The seeds of Christianity, sown on African soil, began to take root and grow, but not always in the way the missionaries had planned. The seed takes root. African churches begin to grow. The spread of Christianity in Africa was not a one-sided story. It was a dynamic and multifaceted process that involved a rich tapestry of interactions and exchanges. It wasn't simply a case of missionaries imposing their beliefs on passive recipients. Instead, it was a dialogue, a meeting of minds and hearts where both sides influenced each other. Africans were not just converts. They became active participants in shaping the Christian faith to fit their own context. They took ownership of their spiritual journey. Africans who converted to Christianity often incorporated elements of their own traditions and beliefs into their new faith. This blending created a unique and vibrant expression of Christianity. They found ways to bridge the gap between their ancestral heritage and the teachings of the Bible. This synthesis was a testament to their creativity and resilience. This led to the emergence of distinct forms of African Christianity, blending elements of traditional beliefs with Christian teachings. These new forms were deeply rooted in the local culture. It was a fusion of faith, a testament to the adaptability and resilience of both Christianity and African culture. This fusion enriched both traditions. This process of adaptation was crucial for the growth of the church in Africa. It allowed the faith to take root and flourish in diverse communities. It made Christianity more relatable and meaningful for local communities. This deep connection ensured the enduring presence and growth of the church in Africa. Section 5. Blending Faiths: How Christianity Adapted to Africa. Let's look at some examples of how Christianity adapted to the African context. One key area was language. Missionaries soon realized they needed to communicate the gospel in local languages for people to truly understand it. This led to the translation of the Bible into numerous African tongues. Imagine the impact of hearing the stories of Jesus in your own language, in words that resonated with your culture and upbringing. Another area of adaptation involved music. African traditions have always placed a strong emphasis on drumming, singing, and dancing. It was only natural for these elements to find their way into Christian worship. The result was the birth of vibrant and energetic forms of worship that were uniquely African. Churches became spaces not just for prayer, but for the expression of faith through music and dance. Section 6. Songs of praise, music in African churches. Music became a cornerstone of African Christianity. It wasn't just about hymns imported from Europe. It was about creating new melodies, rhythms and songs that reflected the joys, sorrows and hopes of African people. Imagine the sound of drums echoing through the air, their beats resonating with the rhythms of the heart. Imagine voices raised in unison, singing songs of praise, lament and hope in languages that spoke to the soul. This fusion of musical traditions created a unique and powerful form of worship. It brought people together, bridging cultural divides and creating a sense of shared identity and belonging. Even today, music remains an integral part of the African church experience. It's a testament to the enduring power of music to express faith, build community, and uplift the spirit. Section 7. Beyond the Church Walls: Christianity's Impact on Africa. The influence of Christianity in Africa extended far beyond the walls of churches. It began to shape various aspects of African society, from education and healthcare to social justice and political activism. Missionaries often established schools and hospitals alongside churches. These institutions played a significant role in improving literacy rates and healthcare outcomes, particularly in rural areas. The Christian emphasis on human dignity and social justice also resonated with many Africans. It fueled movements for social change, inspiring leaders who fought against colonialism, oppression and inequality. The church became a platform for advocating for the rights of the marginalized and speaking out against injustice. This legacy of social activism continues to shape the role of the church in contemporary Africa. Section 8. A continent of faith: African churches today. Today, Africa stands as a continent of vibrant faith, with Christianity being one of the fastest growing religions. The growth is not just in numbers, but also in the depth and diversity of spiritual expression. From bustling megachurches in urban centres to small rural congregations, the Christian landscape in Africa is incredibly diverse. Each church, regardless of its size, plays a crucial role in the spiritual and social lives of its members. African churches are known for their lively worship services, their emphasis on community, and their commitment to social justice. These services often feature vibrant music, dance, and a strong sense of fellowship. They provide a sense of belonging, support, and hope for millions across the continent. In times of hardship, these communities come together to offer mutual aid and spiritual solace. New denominations have emerged, reflecting the changing needs and aspirations of African societies. These new movements often bring fresh perspectives and innovative approaches to worship and community service. These churches often incorporate elements of traditional African spirituality, creating a unique blend of faith that resonates with local communities. This fusion of old and new enriches the spiritual tapestry of the continent. The story of African Christianity is a testament to the faith's ability to adapt, evolve and thrive in new contexts. Over the years, it has shown remarkable resilience and flexibility. It's a story of resilience, creativity, and the enduring power of the human spirit to seek meaning and connection. In every corner of the continent, faith continues to inspire and unite people, offering a beacon of hope and a source of strength. Section 9. Looking to the future. The legacy of African Christianity. As we look to the future, it's clear that African churches will continue to play a pivotal role in shaping the continent's destiny. They are not just places of worship, they are centers of community, education, social activism, and cultural expression. African churches are at the forefront of addressing some of the continent's most pressing challenges, from poverty and inequality to healthcare and education. They are working to empower communities, promote peace, and provide a beacon of hope. The story of African Christianity is an ongoing journey, a testament to the enduring power of faith to inspire, transform, and unite. It's a story that continues to be written every day in the lives of millions who find hope, meaning, and community within the embrace of the Church.